I recently reviewed this new Margot Robbie Barbie doll based off the actress in the new Barbie the movie coming out July 21st. So because this movie is coming out and because we have the new doll, I think it'd be really fun to make a very Barbie themed room, aka just an extremely pink room. I have this very high fashion inspired doll room that already has quite a lot of pink in it as the theme, but I want to use this room and turn it into a super pink room. And it's not like I'm destroying this room or like getting rid of it. I'm gonna eventually probably put everything back exactly how it was, but just because I really want an extremely pink room and I don't feel like building an entire new room for it, we're just gonna use this one. Which means I'm just gonna start by taking everything out of the room. Oh my gosh, that bed is full. Oh my, no. Okay, that's falling apart. Oh my gosh, this pink dog is definitely gonna be making a return because look at this thing. And so this is kind of what we're left dealing with here. Those 3 photos and this mirror over here are glued onto the wall, and I think we're just gonna keep it that way because I don't want to destroy this room too much, as I will eventually be putting it back to the way it was before. There is also this window here and this photo behind the window that I taped in place, and I think I might actually take off because I don't know, I feel like it's not really the vibe. And now I'm just gonna place some things in the room that I already have to make my life a lot easier. Starting off with this bed that I stole from Emily's room. There was nothing wrong with the bed in here before, except it was quite large and I don't want the entire room taken up by a bed this time. So I think Emily's bed is a much better size. And I really do like this duvet. However, it is extremely dusty. So I'm just gonna give that a quick little lint roll. I don't know if this is weird, but it's literally such a great method to clean up doll spaces. Like, look at that nastiness. When you have a cat and a whole bunch of other animals, this really comes in handy. I also stole this pink chair from Emily's room because how adorable is this and perfect for our pink themed room. So I think I'm gonna put it right beside the window over here. And Emily's room is just getting absolutely robbed today because I'm also stealing her desk and chair, which conveniently has a pink little cushion on it already. And I strategically did place this here so that we can make use of this mirror and it's not just like this awkward mirror floating around in the room. So I think this actually worked out really good. This clothing rack was in the room before and I'm gonna put it back in here. And then there's this white mannequin that was also in the room before that I'm just gonna place beside the chair over here. And for now, I think this is all we'll be stealing from the other rooms, and I'm actually gonna start putting in some work and making some stuff from scratch. If you guys have seen pretty much any of my other doll room videos, you'll know I love to make mirrors, and I always use this mirror paper that I just got off Amazon, and I cut out this long piece of foam board. I always switch up my method here because any little texture on the foam board will show up very clearly with the mirror paper. But I got this new foam board and we're gonna give it a try, but it doesn't look like it has any sort of ripples in it. Ooh, maybe it does. Either way, I'm just gonna give it a shot and see how it looks with the mirror paper. Hopefully this looks good. We're gonna see. Uh-oh, that was the worst application ever. Gotta get out all the little air bubbles. I don't know how I ended up sticking this on so crooked, but I think it'll still be able to work here. It's just definitely not my cleanest job, and you think I'd be pretty good at this after the hundreds of times that I've done this. Okay, I'm actually not mad about that texture. I mean, obviously there is still that texture there, but it's so difficult to have it completely smooth, and it's not too bad for the foam board. And I also don't want it necessarily 100% reflective because then when I'm trying to film stuff, it can get really annoying. And now because I don't want to glue anything to any of the walls, because like I said, I'll probably be putting this room back to how it was originally, I am going to use some Scotch tape. I just ran out of my Scotch tape. Okay, I'll be back. Let's try this again. And I'm going to attach that to the back of the mirror. And hang it up on the wall behind the chair over here. And I am aware that it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense for a mirror to be behind the chair over there, but I kind of just wanted something on that wall, and that's what I went with. Because when in doubt, just add a mirror on the wall and all your problems are fixed. Or at least that's what I've been doing in all of my doll rooms, and it's been working out. And now for the right side of the room, I want to put a shelf right beside the desk. So I have this very long strip of foam board and a whole bunch of little rectangles that I'm going to glue onto the longer strip. And I'm spacing these 2 inches apart. And again, because I don't want to be gluing things to the wall, I'm actually going to set up a little mechanism here by gluing on a little piece at the top and then another piece onto that one. Basically creating this little like hook piece that I can hook over the wall of the room to make a shelf for the room that is not permanent and can be removed without destroying all of the walls. And then I just want to make one more little shelf for beside the bed, kind of for an end table situation. Once again, using more foam board. If you guys have seen any of my doll room videos, you'll know foam board is just like my life and what I use to make majority of things for the dolls. So I'm just going to glue this shelf together. And then I'm just going to place that into the room beside the bed here. As for the walls, I'm not going to mess around with them. I think it'll actually go well with the room, especially because there is the pink on the bottom half. However, as cool as those photos are on the back wall there, they're definitely not going to go with the whole classic Barbie theme I'm trying to create here. So I printed out some new artwork for the walls. I just found these on Pinterest and printed them out on this kind of glossy paper. And I'm just going to cut those out. That was the sound of my hand getting burnt against my hot glue gun. And then I have these little black strips of cardstock that I glue around the edges. So I have these 3 photos that I framed, and I'm going to hang right on top of those ones in the back, just using the smallest amount of hot glue and a bit of tape because I do want to be able to remove these afterwards. Then I also have these small square photos that I'm going to hang above the mirror over here. I was going to frame them at first, but I think they might actually look better without the framing, or maybe that's just an excuse because I'm lazy and don't feel like gluing on the frames. Either way, I'm going to tape them on the wall just like this. And I do think that looks good and just adds more Barbie-ness to the room. The next thing I want to do is fill up that clothing rack with a whole bunch of pink clothes. Now, if that isn't a Barbie doll wardrobe, I don't know what is. I'm also putting a very hot pink outfit onto the mannequin and back over beside the chair. As for the bed, I want to have some really fun pink pillows going on. So what I've actually done is just cut out some squares of white cotton fabric, which will be used to make the pillows. But to make them a little bit fun first, I'm going to place one of the sheets onto some foam board and I'm going to paint it with acrylic paint. Just look at this amazing neon pink color. Okay, but can we actually just take a moment to appreciate how well I painted on this Barbie head logo? Like, you can't lie, that's kind of impressive, okay? But now that I have these painted, I'm gonna actually flip around the painted pieces so that the painted pieces are on the inside. And then I'm just gonna sew these together like regular pillows, sewing all the way around the square. Then cut off any excess fabric, flip it inside out. Then I stuff it with pillow fluff, sew the opening closed, and then place them into the room. And actually, I'm gonna put down these 2 pink pillows that were in this room before first, because I think they obviously go well with the room because they're pink. And now I'll add this one. I'll put this white one over on the chair, and I also made this little black and pink Barbie one as well. I also took this pink piece of fabric and then dotted on a whole bunch of that same kind of neon pink paint, and I'm gonna drape that over the end of the bed for a little throw blanket. Oh, I'm also realizing that you're probably wondering how this pink dog just appeared out of nowhere. That wasn't supposed to be there yet. And now at this point, I'm basically just gonna add in a bunch of things into the room that I think are just going to fit the theme. I have this little pink mirror, some little pink containers, and makeup. Okay, just look how adorable this little pink lipstick is though. Oops. Okay, yeah, I think we did a pretty good job at cluttering up that desk. Or vanity. And now I'm gonna add some things to this shelf over here. You can't even really see anything on the shelves over here, but I still feel like I should put something there just so I know that something's there. But you literally can't even see it. As for this side of the room, I have this mini classic black and white swimsuit Barbie, and I feel like it just is necessary for this to be in the room somewhere. And as random as it is, I feel like she'd actually look good just sitting on the couch. I don't know if that's weird, but I kind of love it. There's this really simple and basic pink sleeping mask, but I think that'll be perfect for on the end table beside the bed. And I have this little like smoothie milkshake drink situation in this very bright pink cup that I literally never use because it is kind of that cheesy Barbie vibe, but I think it'll actually fit perfectly in this room. And I'm gonna put this little jar of pink glitters on one of the shelves on the end table. And even though you won't be able to see it, I'm gonna put this shoe on the bottom shelf in there. If I can fit it. And wait, I actually have this little square of like mirror that I think would look good as a little coaster for the drink. I'm gonna put this little pink purse onto the mannequin over here. And then I have these DD Design bags from my DD Design store, which if you haven't seen that already, definitely go check out the videos. There's one for the outside and the inside of the store. And these little bags are kind of like a perfect pink color for the room. Plus, I can imagine whoever is staying in this room is definitely doing some shopping. So I'm gonna put these over in that corner. And now it's time for the return of the pink dog, and it is just such a fun little poodle that I got sent from an Etsy shop called DollsShop, and you can't tell me it doesn't just fit perfectly with this room. So I'm just gonna place her over here. I'm also just gonna place this little Delightful Dolls magazine that was actually sent to me by a fan, and I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna place that over here on the chair just to kind of clutter this side of the room up a bit more. I also do feel like the bed needs one more pillow, and I have this little pom-pom heart pillow, and I'm actually gonna put that behind the little black Barbie pillow here. And now, just when you thought things couldn't get any pinker, I'm gonna add some LED lights. These are the ones I had set up in Emily's room, and I'm just putting them on the top of the room and pushing in toothpicks to keep it in place. And of course, we're gonna turn them on pink mode. And then I'm gonna turn off my big studio lights so we can really see the pink effect going on here. That is amazing. And so this is our Barbie themed Barbie doll room. And now that I'm done it, I'm thinking this is not really necessarily a room inspired by the new Barbie doll movie, but that movie definitely did inspire me to put this room together and just kind of make a very classic pink and also trendy Barbie themed Barbie doll room. Because here is the Margot Robbie doll, and I'm almost wondering if she even like fits with this space. Like the pink on her dress is kind of different from all the pink going on in the room. But either way, I love how this room turned out, and I wouldn't have it any other way. However, I do still want to put Margot Robbie in this room because it is fitting, as this is a Barbie doll themed room, and she's from the new Barbie doll movie coming out. But I think I'm just gonna give her a quick little outfit swap first. And yeah, I think this outfit goes much better with the room, plus it looks a lot cozier, not gonna lie. There's also this one with the hot pink sweatpants, and I'm not sure what I like better. Ooh, maybe I do like these ones better, actually. It kind of brings out that hot pink in the room. Okay, I think we're gonna actually stick with these ones, but let me know which pants you guys like better. And I did hang up her old dress over on the hanger there, so it is still part of the room, just not on the doll. Oh yeah, and I also replaced her white earrings for these gold hoops. Again, I think it just looks better and goes with the whole vibe better. And so this is our completed Barbie-themed Barbie doll room, inspired by the new Barbie doll movie coming out, but basically it's just a really pink, fun Barbie themed room. And I'm obsessed. And I will say I am actually really sad that I'll have to like get rid of all this stuff eventually and put it back to its old room, because now I'm super attached to this and actually love how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think of the room and which part is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can become part of the hashtag DD Squad. Love you all and see you all in the next one. Bye!